Hey guys, this is Pete with Crunch Time Coaching, and very, very exciting because it looks like we are on a collision course for a Novak Djokovic Dominic Thiem quarterfinal, and it just I think it's going to be an awesome match. And if you watch my predictions before the tournament start, I picked Novak Djokovic to win the tournament. Uh, Not like very confidently, by the way. There's so much cool stuff, so many great players right now in the tournament that it's tough to pick. And in fact, watching the tournament unfold, you would almost have to be crazy not to go with Rafa because he again destroyed today. I mean, he is just a wrecking machine right now. So Rafa looks so good. Novak is talking like he is getting his confidence back with Andre. He loves working with Andre, but I'm not convinced that he believes everything he's saying. Like, he wants to believe it, but it doesn't look to me like he's fully got his mojo back yet. And Dominic Thiem is really coming into his own. Like, to me, he's got that swag about him right now. He looks confident. He's got the game. He's got a beautiful game. If you haven't watched him much yet, because he's been coming on the scene, really watch him play. It's a little like watching Roger Federer with heavy topspin. So it's great for Clay because he loves to hit heavy spin. He loves to stand way behind the baseline on the return and hit big rolling returns and then quickly get up into the baseline. And he moves beautifully. He's got a lot of variety, and he's a lot of fun to watch. You know, he can pull a winner from anywhere off on the court. He's going to be hitting drop shots. He's not afraid to come to the net. And so he's got a great game, and we know that he did take out Rafa Nadal, but then Novak Djokovic turned around and just destroyed him. So it's going to be a really tough match to pick because Novak took him out a couple weeks ago. But if I'm watching the tournament unfold, I think that Thiem is playing better tennis, and the thing that I look for is how consistent is Dominic going to be against Novak? How well is Novak going to be able to control the court with all of Thiem's variety? Now, he has an opportunity because saying that, looking at the tournament, I felt that Andre has been influencing Novak to stay closer to the baseline. And he says that also, I saw him interviewed by Boris Becker, which is a great interview, by the way. You have to check it out. Look it up on YouTube. Andre Agassi and Boris Becker. But Andre says, hey, it's all about him controlling the baseline and going for big targets. That's his game. He's not someone that goes for lines and is super creative. Like when you watch Dominic Thiem or you watch Roger Federer, they're very flashy, super creative players. And so Novak just basically, it's body blow after body blow. And again, I'm quoting a lot of Andre Agassi's lines there. So how well is Novak going to be able to stay on the baseline against Dominic Thiem and control the points? He has an opportunity to do so because Dominic will play way behind the baseline and then come up and go back. So he's kind of like all over the place during points, where Novak is trying to stay closer and closer to the line. And so if Novak can control that line and create some unforced errors from Dominic Thiem, that's going to be good for him. But if Thiem can really get Novak running around and get him off the baseline and have him playing defense and control the points, I think he's just got so much variety. He's going to be able to. I think he's going to be able to hit more winners. So it's all about, you know, how much is each player going to be able to control the court? Is Novak going to be able to basically just body blow after body blow and eventually make Dominic make unforced errors, you know, mistakes, or is Thiem going to be able to get Novak off the baseline, get him in trouble, open the court up, use his creativity, and hit winners. I think that is what it's about. Every point is not going to end with a winner, but it's like how effective who's going to control the point more, and will Dominic be able to have low on forced errors and a high winner ratio, or is Novak basically going to be able to wear him out, wear him down, make him tired, make him make silly mistakes at big moments in the match? We know that Novak knows how to win big matches. We know that he knows how to hold the Grand Slam title. And then you have Dominic Thiem, who looks like he's got every tool in the book to be able to eventually be one of those guys that's a change of the guard. Novak's not getting any younger. Rafa Nadal just had his 31st birthday yesterday. Roger Federer is now 35 or 36. Andy Murray's getting up into his 30s. So at Wawrinka, at some point, these players have to drop their level of play, you would think. It's happened to every single player in the history of tennis. So, players like Dominic Thiem, they're looking for their chance. They're looking for their time to come in and take that away from the legends. And this looks like a really good opportunity to do that, because Novak is trying to find his inspiration. He's trying to find his confidence. I think he has his inspiration. I think Andre has been very inspirational to him, but I'm not entirely convinced that he's got his mojo back, that he's got his swag back, that he totally believes that he's going to win this tournament and beat everybody. And when he got to the top, that's what he said was going on in his mind. He said that, he always knew he could hang with Rafael Nadal, that he could hang with Roger Federer, but he didn't truly believe that when he went on the court that he was going to win every time. And he started to do that. He started to believe. And so he's searching for that. He's in search of that. And I think that Thiem is now at that point where when he enters the court, he is really starting to believe that he can beat these players. I think he thinks he belongs. He knows he has the talent. He knows he has the game. And I think that he thinks that now is my time. I should make my move. Now, we have a couple comments saying that Djokovic will win. What do I think of Thiem's future? I think it's very bright. One person said he thinks Thiem will win. Nadal versus 2017 versus Nadal 2008. Well, I think certainly a younger Nadal was still better, but Rafa is definitely found his game. And one thing that is very cool, you should look it up, guys. It is a great video where Serena Williams, Serena Williams' coach, is making lots of videos on the French Open. And he talked about just a year ago the difference in the rotation on Rafa's ball, how much it dropped off, and the court positioning. All kinds of different, real stats as far as how Rafa's now closer to the baseline. He's got his rotations back to where it's over 3,000, where it was down to 2,200. Just dramatic stuff because Rafa's wrist was injured. So, it really goes to show how much of an impact injuries have. Just because they're out there on the court and they're not complaining about it, it doesn't mean that it's not making a big difference in their game. And now Rafa has all that back. Rafa has the magic on his ball again that was missing, and it's making a huge difference. So it goes to show when Rafa is able to hit the ball the way that he's done in the past, that his ball is still not outdated. I think people started to think that Rafa's ball was getting outdated, that the younger players were able to handle his spin, and that it just wasn't as impactful, that people were just getting used to it. But what it was is he actually really lost his pace and his spin, and now it's back, and his movement is back, and his confidence is back, and his swag is back. So, he's going to be really, really tough to beat. I know that I picked Novak in the beginning of the tournament, but like I said, every match that unfolds, he is looking more and more and more like the favorite to win this. So that bottom half is just loaded. And one thing that is also very interesting is Andy Murray continues to win, and no one's talking about him. No one's talking about him and Stan Wawrinka as serious contenders, and they are both on a collision course to also play each other, and both very capable of winning this tournament. So I want to know what you guys think. First of all, the main topic that we start with is, who do you think is going to win between Novak Djokovic and Dominic Thiem? I think it's going to be a great match. What I was trying to say before is I think that Thiem has the mojo, he's got the swag, he's got the variety, he's got the ability to create winners from anywhere on the court. I'm not seeing winners just magically come off Novak track at the moment. He is really having to work for the points. He's not just changing directions of the ball and hitting winners out of nowhere. He's just, like Andre said, it's body blow after body blow. He's got to wear his opponents down. He's got to control the baseline. That's one of the biggest things they're working on. That's one of the things that Andre did so well when he started to dominate in his late 20s and early 30s, is you could not knock the guy off the baseline, and he just had you running side to side. Andre, I thought also, one advantage he did have over Novak is he had the ability to flatten the ball out and hit a winner out of anywhere on the court. Andre could hit that winner anywhere on the court. He could flatten the ball out. Novak obviously is a better mover. He's a better defender. You know, he can run way off the court and slide and hit an open stance backhand winner when he's in a very tough position. So that's going to be the big test for Novak, is how well can he control the court, and when he gets on defense, is will he be able to fight off Dominic Thiem's offense? Dominic has got to execute offensively. He's not going to out-rally Novak in a consistency department, but he can out-rally him as far as in a creativity department. He can, I think, has the ability to knock Novak off balance and hit a winner out of nowhere. And so that's going to be tough for Novak to fight. I don't know who's going to win the match. I really don't. If I absolutely had to pick, I'm going to pick Novak, just that he's done it before. We know he's done it before, so we know he can do it again. It seems like every time we are waiting for one of these young guns to be ready to take it and get past and win these Grand Slams, that they don't. I mean, we've been waiting for this for literally over a decade now, and every time we see somebody who has the potential and we think that they could and they should, they don't. So until it's proven, I have to keep going with the old model of success, which is that you got to go with the veterans. You got to go with the people who have held the Grand Slam title before. But I would not be surprised at all if Dominic Thiem breaks through and wins this match. I would not be surprised at all if he wins the whole thing. But then when you look at what he's got to do, it's a tall order, because he'd have to beat Novak, and then he'd have to beat Rafa Nadal, who is playing incredible. You know, Rafa is certainly the favorite. He's certainly, you know, the most proven. Nine French Opens. He's got his confidence back. He's physically fit. He feels great. He's got the rotation back on his forehand. I mean, there's nothing. He's not going to win this tournament, but Thiem has the potential to do it. He's beaten Rafa. He has the variety to do it. He's young enough to do it. He's fit enough to do it. But I think he has enough experience now to where, if he really believes that he's ready to make this move and this push, that he has the tools to do it. But certainly not easy to do. Okay, certainly not easy to do, and that's the biggest understatement ever. Okay, someone's saying Thiem's going to lose in his next match. Thiem will lose. So anyway, we have people thinking that Thiem might even lose before he gets to Novak. I don't think that's going to happen. I would be surprised. I think he's playing with a lot of confidence. He looks really, really tough. I think it will be a collision course. I think Novak and Thiem will match up. It's a very hard match for me to pick. I am not confidently picking Novak. And I'm just going for that because he's done it so many times. He has proven himself as a winner. He's proven himself as a Grand Slam champion. He's the defending champ. So that's why I'm picking him. But, I don't want to get roasted here if Thiem wins, because I'm not going to be surprised if it happens. I think he's actually got more going for him in this tournament. Not over his career, guys, but I think he's got more going for him in this tournament than Novak does. Novak is struggling to find his confidence. He had a tough 5-setter the other day. He is showing that he's vulnerable to people hitting winners out of nowhere, and that he's not able to chase some of those balls down. He eventually wore his opponent down and came back and won 6-1, 6-1 in the fourth and fifth set, which was a very good effort. So there you go. I look forward to your comments. We'll be back with more French Open stuff. And we got a lot of great matchups heading in there. We've got a collision course also with Wawrinka is most likely going to play Murray. And that's going to be another match where you're like, well, who do you pick? So I would love to know who you guys pick, and I'll do my best to pick. But I think it's very, very hard, which makes, I love it that we're not in these tournaments anymore where we can pretty much pencil in the winner and it's a no-brainer. Although Rafa is making that case. He really is. But I'm still intrigued by the matchups. Let me just put it that way. I'm very intrigued by a lot of these matchups heading down the stretch of this tournament. So it's certainly worth turning on your TV and watching, where there has been some tournaments in some years where like, but nothing even looks that interesting. This is going to be a cakewalk. So a very exciting time in tennis. I'm loving the 2017 tennis. Let me know what you guys think. This is Pete from Crunch Time Coaching signing off. If you've never watched my videos before, I'm also an online tennis instructor. So you check out my channel. Make sure you watch if you're struggling with your serve. I got really good serve videos. I even got a free course, Serving A to Z. You want to get more topspin on your forehand like Rafael Nadal, I can teach you how to do that. Of course, I can't teach you how to hit a forehand just like Rafa, but if you like, how do I get more spin on my ball? I love to get more action on my ball. I struggle to do that. I can teach you how to do that. If you want to learn how to hit a slice backhand like Dominic Thiem, I can teach you how to do that. Okay? So check out my channel. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back with more French Open predictions, highlights, opinions. And what's most important about all these opinions is that you guys weigh in and let me know what you think, because I really love reading it and responding. Except for the haters out there. Some of you guys are just mean. We don't need that.